We've now looked at the first 6 sounds of the English language. A, e, I, o, a, u. They're very, very important. Now, I need you to, I can't stress this enough with you, all right? When you're saying these sounds, please make sure you say them out loud. Because not only am I teaching you, but you're teaching you as well. And if you say these sounds in your mind and you go, you're not hearing the sound. So it's only your mind teaching your mind. And of course, you're listening to me as well. And that's very good. And I'll make a lot of money because you'll have to keep coming back to learn the lesson. What I need you to do to make sure that what I say to you works and works well is for you to say the sounds out loud. A, e, I, o, a. One last time. A, e, I, o, a, u. Remember the u sound as in book. Okay? We're going to be looking at the same letters again, but this time in the long vowel sound. Now, long vowels are controlled by 2 things. The second vowel beside it, or an E on the end of the vowel. And we'll see how that works. Okay? In the very, very first representative here of A, as in frame. Now, I will say the sound, then I want you to say the sound, then listen to my voice, and then let's say the sound together. Okay? All right. A, 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 frame, 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 A, A, A. All right, say the sound. Remember, say it out loud so that you can hear yourself. Okay, listen to my voice. A, 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 frame, 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 A, A, A. Did they sound the same? Okay, let's say them together. All right. A, 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 frame, 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 A, A, A. All right, let's have a look at the next one. E. All right, now as I said to you before, the vowels are controlled by the vowel beside them or a vowel E at the end of the sound, which is an actual fact silent, but we'll get to that in a moment. We'll see it in the vowel sound set, all right, and we'll see it in the controlled language set, and you'll see them both there. All right, are we ready? Now, listen to my voice. Okay. E, E, E. Notice how it's long. Can you hear it? It's E. It's not E. It's not sharp. It's not short. It's very long. E, E, E. Teeth, teeth, teeth. E, E, E. Okay, now I want you to say the sound. Remember, I'll say it again. Say it out loud. Say it out so that you're actually hearing your own voice. Remember, I'm teaching you, but so are you. It's better to have 2 teachers. One you know and trust, and the other one you trust. Okay? All right. You ready? Okay. Listen to my voice. E, E, E. Teeth, teeth, teeth. E, E, E. Did they sound the same? Did they sound similar? Do you hear the similarity there? Excellent. All right, now let's say them together. E, E, E. Teeth, teeth, teeth. E, E, E. All right, the next vowel is, of course, I. So A-E-I. We're up to the letter I. All right, now remember, I, long, I, not E, I. Okay, I'll say the sounds, listen to it. Okay, I, dice, 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 I. Okay, now remember, say the sound yourself. I want to hear you say the sound. I want you to say it out loud so that you actually hear yourself. Remember, you have two teachers. One you know and trust. That's you. Yes, you're teaching yourself. And the second teacher is me, the person you trust. Okay, now let me hear you say the sounds. Okay. Very good. Did they sound the same? Did you sound like mine? All right, let's say the sounds together. I. Dice, dice, dice. I. Okay. Now, before we go on a little bit here, please understand, you don't have to continually use the words that I put in here, like dice. You could use other words as well, like mice, like live. It could be any word, okay? What about light? It's still an I sound. You must understand we have these sounds and you need to hear, you need to say, see the similarities and then say them with me. I use one word to make it easier for you, okay, so that you can hear the sound, but you can choose as many words as you like, okay. And the next sound is, of course, O, O, O. Can you see my mouth, how it goes out and then comes together very quickly? O, O, O. Okay. Now it's O, O, O. Bone, bone, bone. O, O, O. All right. Let me hear you say the sound. Remember, there's two listeners here. There's two teachers here. There are two teachers here. You as well as I. All right, so let's get together on this. All right, let me hear you say the sound. Very good. Did it sound like mine? Did it sound similar? Let's do it together and see if it did. Okay. O. Let me hear you. O. O. Now the word. Bone. 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 O. 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 Very good. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay. The next sound is U. Ah, yes. Now you need to make this sound. Okay, all right. Now, I've used the word music here because it's got two sounds. It's got the U sound and the I sound, all right? Because, what have I told you about? The vowel represents backwards, 1, 2. The first vowel is controlled by the second vowel. I'll go through those rules for you. Not now, but later. Okay. I want you to listen to the sound. All right? You, you, music, 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 you, you. Okay, say the sound. Remember, you're teaching you as well. So let me hear you say the sound. Remember, say it out loud. Very good. Did it sound like mine? Did it sound similar? Okay, let's now say the sound together. You, you, you. Say the words music, 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 you, you. Okay, now you remember I was talking about that double O sound? Okay, the next sound that we're going to be looking at is, of course, the double O sound for boot or oo. Now, we looked at oo, remember? A, e, o, oo. Now we're looking at A, E, I, O, U, oo. Can you hear that? It's almost like O, oo, because there's O, O, oo. All right, let's have a look. So we've got, listen to the sound, oo, oo, boot, oo. Okay, you say the sound. Let me listen to it. Remember, say it out loud so that you can hear yourself. Always remember that. It's very, very important that you say the sound out loud. Okay, you ready? Very good. Did you hear the sound? Did it sound like mine? All right, let's say the sound together, shall we? Ooh, 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 boot, 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 ooh, ooh, ooh. Nicely done. Very good. Give yourself a pat on the back. Nicely done. We're going to actually be looking at several other sounds, okay, very, very shortly. What I would like you to do now is just relax and go back through the sounds again with me. All right. A, E, I, O, U, oo. All right. Now, remember, when you're walking along the street and you've got nothing to do and there's no one around you so that no one can say, oh, crazy man, talking to himself. No. I want you just to relax. Just relax. Okay? A, E, I, O, U, oo. 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 All right? I want you to put sound to them, not just A, E, I, O, U, oo. You're not a robot. Relax. Put sound to them. Pitch. Pitch is when you make things louder and softer, or you put some sounds have got more sound with them. They've got more flow. It's like the water babbling in a creek. It doesn't make one sound. It makes several sounds. So, A-E-I-O-U, 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 oo, oo, boot. Make these sounds. Say them over and over again. So they become part of your long-term memory. And when you hear them inside speech, it helps you to lock on to words so that you can hear them better. When you're talking to someone who's using English as the second language or using English as the first language, native speaker, they are taught these things very early on in their lives. And so it becomes second nature to them. You and I are just learning them today. Okay, so that you can grasp and put them into your long-term memory and make them part of the way you put your language, your English language together. Okay.